In recent months, an alarming surge of anti-Semitism has been observed in parts of South Asia, particularly in its Muslim-majority nations. From the pristine beaches of the Maldives to the bustling streets of Dhaka and Karachi, anti-Israel sentiment, sparked by the ongoing Gaza war, has erupted into full-blown rage. But what's really happening? What do we know? Let's take a closer look. And do stay tuned until the end of the video to listen to our take on this matter. Country number 1. Maldives. Once a top holiday destination for Israeli tourists, the Maldives has now turned its back. In a highly publicized move, the island nation officially banned Israeli citizens from entering the country. As per Times of Israel, the decision was taken in what the government called an act of resolute solidarity with the Palestinian people. President Mohamed Muizzu ratified the legislation shortly after its approval in Parliament. His office issued a strong statement, saying, and I quote, "The ratification reflects the government's firm stance in response to the continuing atrocities and ongoing acts of genocide committed by Israel against the Palestinian people. The Maldives reaffirms its resolute solidarity with the Palestinian cause. The ban is effective immediately." A spokesman for Muizzu's office confirmed that all entry by Israeli passport holders is now prohibited. In parallel, President Muizzu launched a national campaign titled Maldivians in Solidarity with Palestine. According to Al Jazeera, around 11,000 Israelis visited the Maldives in 2024. But in the first 4 months of 2025, that number plummeted to just 528, a massive 88% decrease. In response, Israel has urged its citizens to leave the Maldives immediately, citing safety concerns, and I quote, "For Israeli citizens staying in the country, it is recommended to consider leaving, since if they fall into distress for any reason, it will be difficult for us to help." This isn't the first time Israelis have faced entry bans. They're already barred from entering Algeria, Bangladesh, Brunei, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Yemen. Nation number 2, Bangladesh. Bangladesh, too, has witnessed massive anti-Israel protests triggered by the escalating war in Gaza. As per Al Jazeera, nearly 100,000 people took to the streets of Dhaka on a single Sunday. They rallied under banners that read "Free, Free Palestine" and carried hundreds of Palestinian flags. Many demonstrators beat effigies and posters of US President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, accusing them of complicity in Israeli military actions. Former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia's Bangladesh Nationalist Party, alongside right-wing Islamic groups, endorsed and joined the protests. Demonstrations spread across the country, from Bogra to Sylhet to Cox's Bazar. Unfortunately, some protests turned violent, targeting businesses believed to have ties with Israel. As per the Dhaka Tribune, protesters in Bogra vandalized a Bata showroom. In Sylhet and Cox's Bazar, demonstrators attacked KFC and Pizza Hut outlets. In response, Bata issued a public statement clarifying, and I quote, "Bata Globally is a privately held, family-owned company founded in the Czech Republic, with no political ties to the conflict. It is deeply regrettable that some of our locations in Bangladesh have been subjected to vandalism triggered by false narratives." Meanwhile, Bangladesh's interim government quietly made a major diplomatic move. It reinstated the controversial phrase on its passports. The phrase being, and I quote, "This passport is valid for all countries of the world except Israel." This phrase was dropped in 2021 by the Awami League government, the last democratically elected government of Bangladesh, to align with international standards. But now, as confirmed by Nilima Afroz, Deputy Secretary of the Home Ministry, Bangladesh issued the directive on April 7th. The restoration is a clear signal of Bangladesh's renewed hardline stance on Israel. Nation number 3, now when the people of Maldives and Bangladesh have showed their passion for the cause of Palestine, how can the people of Pakistan be left behind? So the third nation on our list is Pakistan. In Pakistan, the streets are echoing with anger and calls for action against Israel. In Karachi, thousands marched to protest Israeli actions in Gaza. Pakistan has no diplomatic ties with Israel and has long championed the Palestinian cause. Last week, American fast food chains in Rawalpindi became targets. Videos show protesters storming a KFC, intimidating patrons, some of whom were elderly women. Supporters of the hardline Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan (TLP) were reportedly behind several such attacks. In Karachi, another group of protesters attacked a KFC outlet around 6:15 p.m. Deputy Inspector General Syed Asad Raza stated, and I quote, "Their motive was to protest against US and Israel policies in Gaza. There is a similar pattern across the Muslim world, especially Bangladesh and other countries, mostly incited by social media." Meanwhile, in Lahore, around 15,000 supporters of Jamaat-e-Islami Pakistan gathered. The group's leader, Naim Rehman, called on all Muslim nations to announce a holy war to defend Gaza. Pakistan's parliament has gone a step further. They passed a unanimous resolution condemning Israel, introduced by Law Minister Azam Nazir Tehra. The resolution calls on three things. Number 1, holding Israel accountable for war crimes. Number 2, achieving a just and lasting peace in the Middle East. And number 3, granting full UN membership to Palestine. Days before, Mufti Taqi Usmani, an influential Deobandi cleric, urged the Muslim world to boycott Israel completely. But even he called for peaceful protests after violence erupted across Pakistani cities targeting global brands. Now, this is what we think on this matter. This is our take. The people of Maldives, Bangladesh, and Pakistan seem to be bursting with passion and fury. They've targeted fast food chains, vandalized shops, and waved flags high in the air. Their governments have made loud proclamations, changed passport policies, and cheered them on. So here's a modest proposal. If these citizens are so desperate to defend Gaza, why not send them to Gaza? Let them take their slogans and stones and channel that energy where it's needed. Not on innocent bystanders or fried chicken restaurants. Let us know what you think in comments below.